This video is for those Shopify merchants that are losing sales when their item goes out of stock. Now, what if I tell you there is a way you can still make a lot of good money even when you don't have any item in your stock? You can simply change your out of stock button to a pre-order button and make a lot of money. In this video, I'll share with you guys a step-by-step process on how you can add a pre-order button using STOQ app, which is built with Shopify, really high quality and have a ton of features. And make sure to watch the complete video because at the end of this video, I'm gonna share a bonus trick which will increase conversion on your Shopify store. So install the STOQ app, link is in the description. Now let's head to the screen where I'm gonna share with you guys how you can do that. So first, make sure to install the app and make sure you're logged into your store. Once you land on this Shopify app page, you will see your store showing up here. And once you click on install now button showing up here, you will have the app page showing up like this, right? I already have the app installed. Now, first step is to enable the app embed on your active and on your published theme. So let's click on open theme editor, which will open up a new tab. And here you can see it will automatically enable the STOQ app here. And once you see that enabled, all you have to do is just click on this save button here. Perfect. Once saved, let's move on to the next step. I'm gonna go back to my app page and you can see that it shows enable app embed is now activated. Now I'm going to create my first offer to enable the pre-order on the products which are out of stock. So let's click on create offer. Here is the preview of how our pre-order button will look like on the product page, and here how it's going to show up in the cart page. Obviously we do have a lot of customization option which I'm going to go through with you guys. So let's click on customize. And here these are the options which we will be customizing. So let's first click on widget and see what settings do we have here. And here we can change the pre-order button text, as you can see here, right? We can use custom color for buttons. If you want to customize the colors, just click on customize and add in your own color based on your theme or based on your preference. Here we have the option of add disclaimer. So if you want to add this disclaimer, again, the text is customizable here. And we also have the option to add in a badge, which will show up next to the price of the product, right? And these are some of the settings for changing the name. So that's our offer name, and that is internal name which you can add whatever you want. Like you can add the product name if you are adding this for one specific product or whatever you want to add in. Perfect. Here we have the back in stock option. So if you want to add in notify me button on pre-order products, let's say your product is out of stock and you want to add a button where customer can simply click on notify me when the product is back in stock, you can add it here, which is really useful when you want to acquire the customer even when your product is out of stock, right? So that's what you can do here. Now we will go on to the next setting, which is inventory. Now here you have the option of show pre-order when the product is out of stock, or show pre-order for in-stock product as well. You have some inventory, but still you want to show the pre-order for in-stock products. Item is low in quantity, low in inventory, but you still want to show pre-order. You can do that as well. Here we have the add checkout option, that how do you want the stock to be reduced? So if you want your stock to be reduced as soon as the order is placed, or if you want to reduce the stock quantity when the order is actually fulfilled, you can select this option here. Let's move on to the next option here where we have shipping, right? So let's click on shipping. And here we have the option of same timeline for all products. If you want to set same timelines for all of the products where this pre-order button is showing up, that's the option for this. And if you want to set up different timeline for each product, you can select this option. Here we have the fulfillment status. So if the product is bought, what should be the status, whether it should be the unfulfilled status, or if you want to set the on hold status, you can do that as well. Now we can also display the dynamic date here. So that is the variable for dynamic date. You can also add in the static text here, let's say as soon as possible. That's the static date. But if you want to add dynamic date for every single product, let's say you have multiple pre-order offers created for the products, and each product pre-order offer shows different shipping date, you can do that as well. That is the variable for date, and let me show you where you will set it actually. So I'm gonna do that on the new tab and go to STOQ App and open up the pre-order offer which I have set up. Here is the pre-order offer which I am creating right now here, right? And this is the dynamic date. Now, if I click on this pre-order offer, which is named pre-order 1, if I scroll down, you can see that I have the option of showing that into specific product, or if I want to display that on specific collection, or if I want to display that on all products. Now, let's say if I select the option of specific products, I can simply click on add product and select wherever I want to show this pre-order offer. Let's say I want to show this to this product. I'm gonna click on this product here, click on add, and it is asking me to enable continue selling for these products because that's when your pre-order widget will show up. I'm gonna click on continue. And here you can see that we have this shipping field showing up. Now, this is where we can add dynamic shipping timeline for our product. So let's say here we have this date, it will show that same date which I have mentioned on this product. Let's say I have multiple products in this pre-order 1 offer added. It is going to display this date, which is coming from this field here, from this variable, right? So we will do that like this. I'm going to remove this as soon as possible and display the dynamic date for this product, which I have added in this pre-order offer. Okay, let's move on to the next options, which we have split fulfillment offer. So it is going to display the fulfillment order of the pre-order products separately from your normal products if you enable this option, and you can also hold all fulfillments as well. Now let's move on to the next option, which is the payment. Click on this payment icon here. Now here we have the option of accepting the parcel payment when someone is adding the order using this pre-order. Let's say someone clicked the pre-order button on this product and we are currently collecting full payment. Let's say you want to collect the parcel amount, you can simply select this amount here and you can add the amount. Now, not just the specific amount, you can collect the amount in percentage as well. So if you click on this percentage, you can collect 10% of the product price, or if you add 20% or whatever percentage you add in, you can collect that amount. Here we have the option of show discounted price. If you want to display this price here, like you can see that here, right? Here we have the show payment and discount savings. So you're saving 10%, and so that's how it's going to look like. Now let's move on to the next option, where we have the status control. Now, if you want to enable and disable this pre-order offer based on date, you can simply click on available from start date. Let's say you want to enable this pre-order offer after 1 week or 2 weeks, you can available from start date. You can also add end date as well if you click on available now and until end date, meaning you will just define when it is going to be ending. So you can enable it right now, available now, but it is going to end after 8 days or let's say 10 days. You can add a specific day and timeline. Available between start and end date. So here we have the option of defining start and end time here. Not available, simply this offer is not available, meaning it will be deactivated. This pre-order offer will be deactivated. I'm going to select on available now for this time and click on save changes. Make sure you, after making all the changes in these tabs, click on save changes, right? Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the next tab, which is limits. Here we can set up the limit, that how many orders we can accept using the pre-order. What is the limit, the maximum limit or minimum limit of the pre-orders. Here we have the order tags. So whenever order is received using this STOQ app with the pre-order functionality, it will have this tag. You can customize this tag based on your requirement. And here we have the accept terms option, meaning customer will need to acknowledge this, that he or she agree to the pre-order terms and conditions for this product, right? And here we have this customize option where you can change the text of this terms text. You can disable the button until terms are accepted. You can record when customer accepted the terms. So a lot of functionality in this app which you can add on your pre-order functionality, right? I'm going to disable that for now and move on to the next feature, which is countdown timer. That is really cool, where you can simply show countdown timer and create urgency so people will add more orders to your products. No matter if it's out of quantity, it's just gonna show the pre-order and this countdown. So here we have the option of setting the end date for that pre-order. So let's say I set it up for 7 days or 5 days. You can see that it's showing up the counter below the shipping widget. And we do have the styling option for that as well. So we have a lot of styling options if you want to display days, hours, minutes, and seconds, or if you want to change the text color, background color. We have a lot of functionality showing up here. Here we have the option of markets. If you want to enable that on all markets, or if you want to enable that on specific market. Let's say you have a different pricing for US market and you have a different product in quantity on Europe market. You can, based on the market, disable the pre-order widget. Let's move on to the next step, which is for setting up advanced options. So here we have show payment details and savings in cart. Now, if I go to cart on this widget, you can see that we have these details showing up. Now, if I disable that, you can see that the savings which we have on showing up when we click on this. Here we have fulfillment timeline, so we can also enable this fulfill timeline. So it is going to also display that dynamic shipping date which we have set in previous tab. And this is for custom card attribute. So it is going to display all that like this. So it is going to display dynamically the discount and the date when it is going to be shipped. And here is the name of that order which we have set it up, right? So these are the advanced option, and this is for the purchase option. If you want to support the parcel payment, use Shopify purchase option. And this is for custom styling. If you do not find any styling and you want to add an advanced styling, you can simply add in custom CSS. If you know how to code, or if you even don't know how to code, nowadays you can do that with ChatGPT or any of the coding agent you can use to add in CSS code if you do not find the custom CSS styling. Okay, now I'm gonna click on save changes and see how that pre-order button looks on my store. Okay, so make sure to click on save changes. And once done, let's go to the store. And this is a product which I have selected, which I've already shown you guys. I have selected this specific product. So if I go to this pre-order settings here, you can see that that's the product which I have selected, right? And this is the shipping dynamic settings which we're gonna display. So it will display that shipping will be within 1 week. So let's open up that product. And here you can see that we have our pre-order button showing up. Here we have the option of full payment with save 10% discount if we do. And this is the crossed pricing which we're showing up, pre-order label. And this is the dynamic shipping which we displayed on the backend settings. So that's what it's showing up. So if I change it from here, it is going to change this from here as well. And if I select multiple products, we can add different shipping timeline for every single product which is added in this pre-order settings. And that's it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments below if anything was confusing or if anything was not clear for you. Until next video, have a great day.